Welcome back to the Gary Goff Show here on WTTF, Cool FM 93.3 and WTTF.com. Coach, we just talked to one of your assistant coaches. Now we have one of your running backs beside you. I believe you're a sophomore, Jeremy Ortiz. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. Coach, tell us a little bit about Jeremy Ortiz.
I'll tell you what, Jeremy is a pleasant surprise. Jeremy is he walked on for us a year ago. Played in a couple of JV games, I believe, and broke his collarbone. So then he missed the rest of the year with the injury. So we never got a chance to really pull him up and take a look at him. But going into this offseason, our last offseason, I tell you what, he's a young man that stood out to us. Very hard worker. He's one of the first guys in the weight room, one of the last guys out. He's got good speed. He's a big physical guy, and I've already said this 2 or 3 times in the show, but he's very strong in academics in the classroom as well. So, he's somebody you're not going to have to worry about outside of practice or outside of lifting, and he's going to be in the classroom. He's going to take care of his business. So, he has earned his way to be a scholarship player for us, and has had a solid season for us in the backfield and making some plays out of the backfield for us.
Oh, Jeremy, you were 1,700 yards, 17 touchdowns your senior year in high school. Had plenty of colleges looking at you. What made you decide to walk on here at Tiffin University?
Actually, when I first came to Tiffin, Coach Goff came up to me and he asked me one of the questions I never got asked by another school, and it was, do you want to make a difference by a team that's been down after a couple of years? And that actually kind of rang in my head a couple times. And I didn't want to be part of a program that was already set, have to wait till my junior or senior year to play. I wanted to play now, and that was kind of the big decider when I actually came to Tiffin.
Well, you're coming in with same year then, right?
Same year, yeah.
Same year, yeah. I came in the same year with you guys as well, but it is kind of neat to be able to have the opportunity to be the part of the building blocks to build the foundation of the program under Coach Goff.
Yeah, it was. It's been a ride. Let me tell you. I remember last year we had a lot to work on, and coming back this year, so many things have changed.
I was to say, you're on the team, and from the booth looking at the program from the outside looking in, the atmosphere of the program last year to this year is miles apart. Absolutely miles apart. Coach going to able to get a couple of recruiting classes in here now, and it's just you can speak of that. It's a totally different atmosphere around here now, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, some of the seniors left, and we brought a bunch of new talent in, and you can see it on the field now, like you said. Freshmen stepping up in places that maybe they thought they weren't going to be in, but now it's finally clicking for us.
We preach to the team all the time about little things add up, and we're gonna concentrate on paying attention to detail and doing all the little things right. And I'll tell you what, I had a good experience, kind of that father figure experience this past weekend when we went to the Hall of Fame and had a good time there. And then after that, we took the team to a team meal. And when leaving the Hall of Fame, I had a member of the management there come up and say, Coach, we've had a lot of teams come through here. I just want to tell you that your young men are very, very respectful, and they were a pleasure to have here today. And so that made me feel good. But
absolutely. When
we went to dinner, and I had 3 separate people find out, hey, where's the head coach, and work their way over at a buffet, and came over and said, Coach, I just want to compliment you on your team. They have said yes ma'am, no ma'am to total strangers. They've held the lines up for ladies to get in line at the buffet, and I've just never seen anything like it. So, do we have a long way to go? Yes, but we're, like Jeremy says, and the guys know too. I mean, the little things we're doing on and off the field they're going to pay dividend.
Well, it's important, isn't it, Jeremy? If you're part of a team, you're in a community like Tiffin. It's not the biggest community in the world, 20,000 people, and you're on a team here that's representing the community. It's important to represent not only your teammates, but the university and the community you're from in a positive way.
Yeah, I mean, I can't speak for the teams before us, but here in this program now, we're doing the right things. We just need to keep that consistent through the years to come. And, I mean, it can only go up from here.
Well, what do you consider your strengths on the football field?
I feel like I'm kind of versatile. I don't specifically do one thing. Actually, I just do whatever the coaches ask me to do. I mean,
coach's dream, right?
Yeah,
coach's dream.
Exactly. But I mean, like Coach Noogie said, one day I'll be catching the ball out of the backfield. Another play, I might be running it, cut blocking for somebody. So it just depends on what the coaches want me to do.
Absolutely.
Well, I think both, Jeremy and James both are very, very coachable, and that's what makes it fun to coach them. They're both talented. I think their strengths, are similar in a lot of ways. I think they're both guys that we could put out there at slot receiver and do some things with as well. Yeah. So they're very versatile. But I'd say the biggest thing is they're coachable. You tell them, hey, we need this done right here, and they're going to get it done for you, and not, Coach, I can't do that, or how do you want me to do that, or why? It's never asking. It's yes, sir, we got it.
Yeah. What are you studying at Tiffin University?
I'm actually double majoring in forensic science and forensic psychology.
So double majoring, carrying over a 3.5 and playing football. I couldn't have done that. I can tell you that. That's impressive. It very much is. So when you're done with football, you're a sophomore in the classroom as well?
Yes. And
a couple more years after this one to play football at Tiffin University. Where do you see yourself when school's done?
Honestly, I'm probably going to go to grad school, and then out of grad school, I'm going to try to go into about maybe the FBI or CIA, something, Secret Service.
Yeah, keep your eye out on this guy, folks. If you're doing something wrong, he's going to come get you. Coach, you aren't going to outrun him, I can tell you that.
Coach Nookabatter better watch out.
He's looking over here. But, talk a little bit about your time here at Tiffin University. Last year was a struggle with the team. You broke your collarbone coming back from an injury. Talk about some of the positive experiences you've had here at the university.
It's been really enlightening, honestly, seeing this team stepping forward. Like you said, last year it was kind of downhill for me. I broke my collarbone. Team wasn't doing so well. But Coach Goff said at the wintertime we came in every day. We worked harder than any other team. And to see a team come together like that, that's probably been the biggest positive of Tiffin for me.
Well, the team's full of freshmen and sophomores. Yeah. And, the next couple of years, some real positive things could happen. I mean, we've already took a big step over from last year, and some big steps can be made over the next 2 years. It's got to be pretty exciting if you know that you're going to be a part of that.
Trust me, I can't wait.
To see you can see it on your face.
Yeah.
I think it's I think we're starting to develop some leadership, and we are a very young team, but I think like Jeremy would be a great example. Going into this offseason, going into his junior year, I think now he's able to step up and be one of those leaders rather than, it's hard. It's hard for a freshman and even a sophomore sometimes to step in and, grab a senior by the neck and tell him what's, this needs to be done. So, I think this offseason is going to be very, very important to us. Not only we got to continue to work hard and live in the weight room, but, developing some leadership. And, Jeremy is a great place for some of that to start.
You like that role? Like to take on that leadership role?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah. I had to do it. I did it in high school, offensively and defensively, and, I wouldn't mind picking it up here either. So
you missed the defensive side of the ball? You like running it more?
Let's not talk about that.
No? I don't want Coach Durr listening to this now.
3 solo tackles, 1 assist, 4 tackles for loss in 3 games in 2011, so could be a lot worse.
I know, but, I like the running ball.
He likes having his name in the paper.
Yeah.
Doing radio shows.
Yep. Touchdowns are where the headlines, and that's where the ladies go. So, Coach, anything else for Mr. Ortiz before we let him go and take a commercial break?
No, I think he speaks for himself, and his play on the field as well shows that he's a very talented young man. I think the sky's the limit for him. Very excited that he's part of our program, and we need more young men like him.
Jeremy, thank you so much for taking time and coming on the Gary Goff Show with us. Really appreciate it. Best of luck the rest of the way.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That's our guest, Jeremy Ortiz, sophomore running back from Olmsted Falls. You can see him this Saturday, 1 o'clock at Ohio Dominican as the Dragons go on the road. You can hear that game on our sister station, Coast Country 100.9 WMJK. Step aside, take a break, and we'll come back. Another segment, another guest. James Hall join us next on the Gary Goff Show on WTTF, Cool FM 93.3, and WTTF.com, part of the Tiffin University Dragon Football Radio Network.